Nottingham Video Games Expo. Took place July 22nd, 2023, and it was an absolute blast. That's right, myself and James from It's Much More put together our second biggest event ever, and it was truly incredible. That's right, we had talks with Alex Trowers from Bullfrog. We also had a nice big rare panel with Estelle Ellis, Paul Makacek, Kev Bayliss, and David Wise, all hosted by Ravi from Screenplay. That's right, tons and tons of traders, tons and tons of gaming. We had some really awesome feedback. We're so touched with the feedback that we've had because it's just two guys who come together to create this event, and it's just a big passion of ours. So we hope you've really enjoyed it. And let's take a look at the highlights, shall we? Let's do it. So yes, it does draw to a close, but I'd love to know what you guys think. Obviously, hashtag NottsVGE across all of our socials, Discord, Facebook, Twitter, and obviously YouTube. Let us know. Because at the end of the day, could there be another one coming? Keep an eye out.
How is that really back in July? That seems like ages ago now.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It was we did that, Alex.
No,
we did that. Well, you did the video. I just did the helped with the event.
Yeah, no. To be fair, I think we make a good team, mate. And yeah, it's. I think the thing that's blown us away is the comments from everyone. Good comments, by the way. None of them too bad.
Well, I mean, there's 25 waiting for me to. Yeah. Well, it's from Birds,
of course you are.
the bakery, celebrating
Birds,
100
the
years.
Bakery. Oh my god.
But there's 26 comments in there, which I'll have a look at in a second. But
beautiful.
We'll start where we left off then. So we're back now again, me and you doing what we always do and live streams. So yeah, Alex, what's happened since July then?
What has happened since July? I mean, to be fair, we've been attending quite a few different events. For example, WASD.
Okay, so how was that? How was that?
WASD was really, really good, actually. To be fair, I've never been to WASD before. It's kind of it's a mix of. It's not a huge event, if I'm honest. It's not a huge event, but just showcase. Sega were there, to be fair, which is great.
So Sega themselves were there.
They were.
Okay.
Had some good games to showcase. A lot of indie stuff there as well. Like I said, not massive. Evercade were there as well, which was good to see.
No, they weren't.
They flaming were, mate. I know.
Is that their first event that they've properly been at?
I think that's because a lot of the time before, I think they've only really gone to like industry events, and this is obviously that was just yes, you had to. I think actually general public, anyone could go basically. So yeah, it was really their first event that anyone could see them at, which was good to see. I hope that's a trend that they continue with, though.
Well,
Because
yeah, I mean that's something that we want to hear.
Yeah, and I think, if I'm honest, it's something they need to keep doing, because you need to get the audience, aka the retro gaming audience. They're the people who are going to buy the console, come to these events, be at these events. Oh, by the way, talking to mugs, here we go. You ready for this?
You're ready for this?
Sega Guru mug.
Oh, look, branding already.
Already,
so can you purchase this at a store somewhere, or are you going to have your own stand at a future event?
It's a one-off at the moment. Hey, it could change though, right?
It could change. Right, so that was that expo and event. So that was good.
Yeah.
Then what happened after that?
What did after that? Are you queuing me up for something, or? No. So obviously, obviously we didn't go to Play Expo. I think quite a few people did. Obviously, Dan from Wave Debug.
So yeah, hello everybody in the chat. Thanks for being here. We're just starting off slow, like most things in life, but then we'll, ease you all in to this.
That's the way we like to do it. Thank you.
Oh, indeed.
There it is.
So yeah, you was at we both wasn't at Play Expo, but Dan and lots of others were there.
Yes.
But we both we collided at an event, didn't we? Me and you bumped into each other, so to speak.
We did. We bumped into each other at EGX.
We did.
This past weekend? Was it? I tell you what, everything's like a blur right now. Was it past week? It was. Yeah. And yeah, it was. I've never been to EGX before. A lot of comments said it was smaller than normal. Like I said, I've got nothing to compare it to. But I think, hey, it was still a pretty enjoyable event. There's arcade games. There wasn't many traders. But I guess that's not really their thing anyway. But it was good to play Sonic Superstars. That was great. That was really, really good. Which is obviously out now.
There was a 2-level demo, which one, and there was 4 characters, I think. Yeah. So who was you playing as, and what level did you do?
I played as Knuckles, because Knuckles is great. And what level did I play? Not that you would know, because you weren't there at the time when I played it. But I can't remember now. I just remember the boss battle. I do remember the boss battle. Can't remember. That's great, isn't it?
Well,
that's great.
Well, I played as Amy because I saw everyone selecting Sonic or Knuckles. And my brother was going to select Tails, but we both chose Amy. I was playing on the PS5 for the first time, and I think he played on the PS5 as well. But it's really good. And I queued up an hour to play that, and that's all I wanted to do at the event. So I was happy that I got to do that. Bumped into you as well. Bumped into Mags as well. I saw the Dreamcast Junkyard guys, but they were very, very busy, and Debug guys. But yeah, no, it's nice to see everybody. Yes, it was a bit smaller than other times. I went there last time in 2016, and then every year.
Quite a difference.
Yeah, but it was it just felt, because I went on the Saturday as well. I was expecting it to be rammed, because like normally before it was you couldn't really move around anywhere, but this time it felt they utilized the space. You didn't actually feel crammed, but you still actually got to see some things that were going off.
I mean, if I'm honest, I think it was a bit of a concern that there was so much space. I feel like, I don't know, maybe they just didn't have the exhibitors they wanted there. They didn't have the, I don't know.
Yeah, the venue's great when you think about it.
It's a good venue.
You had loads of different things going off, like a wedding fair and all these sort of ideal home and all that sort of stuff. But then when you got to EGX, it was like it just went on and on and on, didn't it? So, but I think most of that was the snake queuing that we did. But you obviously didn't do that, being VIP and all that sort of stuff.
Hey, hold on! You have one of those as well, which you didn't tell anyone until you got there, and I was like, hold on a sec, you've got a creator?
Because look at me, look, I'm creating this. I'm creating a better world for you and for me.
Well, yes, that's true.
Yes. But yeah. Anyway, enough of the previous expos. They were all great, and every other ones that happened in between as well that we either didn't attend or did attend. So we just hope everyone else's events do as well as we hope, because that's why you guys are all here in the chat, because you're here to hear about our event. So if there's any questions that you want to fire out in the comments, by all means, ask us away. We'll try and answer them as honestly and, well, as good as we can, being so early on, but we need to get these things planned.
Yes.
So so regarding the Nottingham Video Games Expo, what do you want to start off with, Alex? What do you want to let people know about straight away?
Well, I guess we could kind of run down. So obviously the first event was in December, okay? People be aware of that. We started at a little place called the Richard Herod Centre. And yeah, that was our first event. It was at Christmas. It was a week before Christmas. And yeah, it was good. It's a great little event. And you know, because obviously we had to kind of gauge whether there was an appetite for it, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, there was an appetite for it. It was a 2-day event. And it was a really, really good time. Good panels, good traders, everything. Then
and it sold out both days as well.
And it sold out both days. Absolutely correct. And then that obviously spurred us on to go, okay, there's definitely appetite. Let's do a second one. So we then went and did our July event, which then took place in the Belgrave rooms. So obviously this was central Nottingham this time. It was a bigger venue. We had a lot more traders. We had, there was a lot going on, let me tell you. And yeah, again, another incredible event. Now, obviously, we're heading to December again. And quite a few people have said, not another event then? Well, so I don't know if you want to explain this bit. I mean, so we were originally thinking of having a December event again, but unfortunately for personal circumstances, that's all I'll say. We've decided not to do that this year. So obviously you're all wondering, 2024? Yes, plans for 2024 are fully in motion. Okay, so the plan is to come back in July. This time, not just a 1 day, back to 2 days across a whole weekend. Now, the reason for that is because obviously the feedback was from so many people was we wish it had returned to a weekend. Yeah. Whole weekend. Because a lot of people either work on a Saturday, they can only get down on a Sunday, whatever. We heard that a lot. So it just makes sense to have the 2 days. And obviously with that does mean that we've already, this is no joke, we've already sorted out 4 of the panels. Okay? I'm not going to say who they are, anything like that yet. I can't go that, I've got to keep something. Yeah. Yes, so there's going to be at least 4 panels across the 2 days. Hosted, I'm not going to say who again, but this time by 2 sets. And also we will have an MC as well, who cannot announce this, to obviously MC the stage as well. Because I feel like that's one thing we did need to kind of run through, as something's coming up next, hey, get excited type of thing. And it makes running the stage a lot better, more coherent. So we're doing that as well. Christ, what else have we got going on? Oh, yes. Oh, obviously, yes, July. But that does also mean, which is obviously going to be a massive event, we hope. So
we wish everyone here who's talking to attend both days if you can.
Yes. And the thing we're kind of going with is the fact that the panels will be different on both days. So if you do end up getting weekend tickets, for example, there will be different things on different days. As well as that, traders, we believe, will rotate slightly on each day. And the reason for this, naturally with events, not all traders want to be at both days. So that's good because it means variety across the 2 days as well, which is great. So yeah, the idea is variety, right? And also if you can't get to 1 day, hey, there's always the other day, right? But also, if you want to be there for the 2 days, then you absolutely can. We were reaching out to people to be part of panels. We're reaching out to the traders we had, and there's also a waiting list for traders. So, like I said, it's likely there will be different traders across 2 days, which is great. So there's been a lot going on since the last one. A hell of a lot going on since the last one. I'm trying to think what else there is to announce, really.
Well, I'll let you catch your breath. I mean, we'll say the dates in a moment. So let's just run back some of these questions then. So everyone seems really, really happy the fact it's going to be 2 days.
Yes.
So free stuff. I think the Retro Game Revival guys give out free stuff. So if there's any of those on the table, they did that last time. Will there be an ice cream van selling £5 slushies? Who knows? There could be one on the street somewhere. Who knows?
Get one to park up outside. That'd be great.
Well, that car park in that place, but let's not talk about that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Got the MJ reference. Very good, Daniel.
Beautiful.
So what else have we got here? Question-wise, will there be any gaming demos to play? Yes. We'll announce in a moment. Well, like all of our events, there's been gaming areas and indie areas. So we'll discuss that very shortly. Trophies. I think the Nintendo Nottingham guys give out a certificate when you win or take part in their tournaments. So if Nintendo Nottingham return, which don't see them not returning, but we'll speak about that in a moment. But I don't know, because if you're thinking of a Daytona trophy, who knows? I haven't got time really to do a tournament because I'm keeping an eye on the door, but it might happen. There might be
we
other
ain't saying
trophies.
no at this point.
Yeah, we're not saying no, but that could be something we look into. Any other questions? VIPs? Don't know just yet. That's something that we could look into. But everybody in this chat is a VIP, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've got another one here. Okay, so what are the dates going to be in July? So Dorbs said, is it during when the Euros are on? The Euros are taking place on Friday, the 14th of June to the 14th of July. So no, it won't be during then. It misses that. So when is it, Alex?
I believe I'm just going to check my calendar because I don't want to get it wrong. So it will be the 20th and the 21st of July. So yeah, it'll be those 2 days. Like I said, it needs to return to 2 days just because we've had such an overwhelming response. So yeah, it's going to be those 2 days. So put that in your calendars now.
Alex is doing the majority of this, and he's arranging meetings and doing scheduling and everything, because this is how the team works. We're totally different people and how we work at things, but this is just good how it's we're coming together, as you said in your little trailer.
Absolutely.
But yeah, awesome. So they're the dates. Jot them down in your calendars. We'll be using Eventbrite again for the ticketing side of things. So make sure you follow us on there. So whenever the event goes on live, you'll get notified and you can just buy your ticket straight away.
Absolutely.
On all the socials, you'll see it plugged everywhere. It'll be on the sites. There'll be the usual countdown that we have. But yeah, we hope to see you all there for that one. So that's the big reveal first. That's the big plan. The date is a 2-dayer, but and 2 dates in July. So the questions I just refreshed the questions, and there's 15 more again.
There's loads. There's loads going on.
All right, so I'll let you go back to talking a little bit more about the event of what we can say on who we have kind of confirmed near enough. So what's the big thing who said yes, they want to come back? Who was that?
Oh yes. So everyone who attended before to the second event will probably remember Derby Computer Museum. Now, obviously, they showcased, I think they had about 4 or 5 tables worth of retro goodness, and they are coming back. That's right, they are coming back. And it's not just going to be confined to the 4 or 5 tables. They've actually asked for a bigger area because they want to bring a lot more systems with them. Because that's the thing about not these events, our event, in the sense that everyone wants to game, right? They're there to play games, they want to buy games, and they just want to meet up with friends, right, and check out some panels. It's a retro gaming event, so we thought we had to extend it, so we're going to be doing that. So yeah, that's right, Derby Computer Museum. They literally snapped our hands off, and they were like, "Yes, bigger area, please." And we were like, "Absolutely, let's do it." So yeah, we're going to be expanding their area. Now, what extras will they be bringing? What other systems? We don't know yet. But, you know, as we move closer, we will find out a lot more. You know, as it is with these events, with every event, it's always a teaser, right?
Yeah.
You know, we're giving away quite a lot here already, you know, because initially we were really only going to be announcing dates, but we're now starting to give you some more info. So obviously everyone who's here, great. Obviously, share all this if you can on your socials, etc. Get your friends involved, because yeah, it's gonna be one hell of a couple days. Tiring, but it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, Derby Computer Museum, as well as that. You look surprised.
Well, I was just sorry, I've just beg your
Go on.
pardon. I was just looking at the comments. Everyone seems to be really excited about that. The fact that the Derby Computer Museum are back. They had a whole host of computers over the ages. Some of the systems that people have not seen before. It's a charity as well, so whatever they can do to build awareness of their charity, go visit them as well when they're open and support them, because they're amazing. The team there are great. But people have asked for Please Be Belgrave Rooms area. So I'm guessing Please Be Belgrave Rooms again. Yes, it is the Belgrave Rooms.
Yeah.
Other people have asked if it's the Belgrave Rooms. Yes, it is. So hello to everybody else that's just joined in thus far. What else have we got? People have said they're booking their hotels already. That's great.
Love it.
You need to book yours, and Alex.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. You need to do it.
So someone asked if there is. Let me just go back up to the comments because there's so many people. Right.
Oh.
Donuts. Okay. So as you saw in the gallery, on the video, donuts were extremely popular. So they sold out of all their Mario donuts, and we put them in the front of the venue. So you walk in and you smell those donuts, you buy them, and yeah. So it's highly unlikely that they will not be returning. So the fact that they are a Nottingham-based company and they sold out pretty much all of their stock, it's likely that they'll be attending either both or a single day. But we do have a couple of people on the wait list for confectionery items anyway. So if they can't be there for both days or any of the days, don't you worry, we've got you covered when it comes to confectionery. So yes.
So let's say I would be pretty gobsmacked if they aren't there.
That's every single trader and group and person that we had there at the event trading sort of thing, they just loved how it was and how easy it was to get there, and they just liked how welcoming we were towards them and how the venue was for them. So it's highly unlikely that a lot of the traders that you saw at the event won't be making a return. And if there isn't those traders, we've got a whole Excel spreadsheet full of people that want to be at this next event. So
yeah, so much so maybe we'll have to extend at some point, eh?
Maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. Donuts was the one that so many to me. Obviously, I'm from down south. I'm from Glastonbury, near Bristol. So for me, donuts. I was like, until I came to Nottingham, and you showed me them. Obviously, the first time round, and then everyone who was there was like, "Oh yes, donuts," and I'm like, "Great,
yes."
And then obviously, love it. It's great.
Cool, beautiful, Alex. So that's Derby Computer Museum announced. There is another big partnership announced, and something that we've had to move around the whole floor plan to cater for. And what is that, Alex?
Oh, yes. Okay, so if you'll all remember, right next to Donuts was another room. So obviously that room, again, filled with traders, so we obviously extended the traders into the two rooms. So we've had a move around. And now what you might remember...
Well, we're not going to show the floor plan now.
No.
Even though it's already done.
It is done, by the way, everyone.
We're not unveiling that just yet.
Yeah. So... if you remember, towards the back of the first room, So you had like Derby Computer Museum down the side. Then to the back, you had Insignia, and then it went into the debug area. So debug, obviously Dan's in the chat right now. It's saying Daniel at Wave. So they had a small area towards the back. So we've decided to give them an entire room this time, and it's going to be the debug room. So they're going to be bringing some indie goodness to our event, NottsVGE, big time. So obviously, we need to confirm to them how many tables they can have, etc. But it's that full room is going to be indie games to play. Debugger really hit the ground running in the indie world, let's say. They got a lot of things up their sleeves, which obviously I can't even talk about right now. We all know about it. But yes, if you know Debug, you know what they're good at, and it is indie games, right? And yes, they're going to have the entire room, and it's going to be amazing.
That's it. Yeah, that room there. So we had some amazing traders in there. We had the charity Get Well Games in there. We're hoping that if our calendars work out, they'll still be here at the next event. So Get Well Gamers being a charity partner. But that whole room, we had quite a lot of space in there. So just imagine all the 4 walls of that room being kitted out with indie games for you to play. And already in the chat, I've seen a couple of developers in there wishing to showcase their games. So get in contact with Dan from Wave if you're an indie developer to get your games, hopefully at the Nottingham Video Games Expo weekend.
Yeah, it should be really, really good. And obviously, with a lot of the games that are going to be showcased there, will be the actual devs themselves, which is good for even sort of budding developers out there. If you just want to speak to them about their game, you can do that at the event. Indie Lounge. I like the sound of that. There you go, see.
But yeah, it's gonna. I mean, it was quite. It's a nice room. It's kind of like a waiting room, sort of like a lounge. But it's, however Dan and the team at Debug want to arrange that room, it's theirs to use, and it's a nice big space, and it's still part of the action because the second room was really buzzing last year. This year, not last year, but
hey,
really
steady,
buzzing.
mate. It wasn't that long ago.
And I'm looking at dates, and it's like next year we're talking about now. And you guys in the chat are hyped for it. Maybe not as much as me just yet, because I'm very hyped for it because I've been drinking too many teas and coffees. But this is going to be amazing, and being back to a weekend again, because we really enjoyed doing that in December, both days, because it gave different traders, different devs, different people a chance to be at an expo, be at an event if they couldn't do a full weekend. Because when we was at a different expo, an event, we spoke to some traders and they couldn't afford the tables for other events for both days. So having the opportunity to budget if they just want to do one day and what they feel comfortable with, then that's what we are happy to cater for.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Lakia Gaming is saying, keeping my fingers crossed I get a space in the indie lounge. Like I said, I mean, obviously, if you want to reach out to Debug Direct, you can. Obviously, via any of their socials. Or if you want to reach out to us, you can do that as well. Drop a comment, leave an email address, etc. We'll be happy to hopefully get you there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'd love to see what you've got there. Right. What's up next?
Okay. So, I mean,
we're just giving everything today, right?
We are. We just touched on this briefly. So we kind of said that it's likely that Nintendo Nottingham and Insignia Xbox team will return because both those communities loved being part of the event. It was Insignia's first time at an event like this, and they felt welcomed. The two guys were a little bit nervous because they didn't know how this would take, because it is a kind of a little niche thing they're doing, bringing back the Xbox Live service, but their social accounts just went off the roof, and it's still to this day getting notifications about the fact that they were showcasing getting on live with the Xbox original consoles there. So and when I've been speaking to them via Discord and other methods, they are really looking forward to our next event. So so fingers crossed we can have them there. Nintendo Nottingham, without fail. I mean, you have Gozo's World in the chat as well, so it's just they were there at the beginning. They're Nintendo, they're Nottingham. It would just work well, and it has been doing all of our events, for our sellout events, with the Mario Kart tournaments. They might even jazz it up a little bit with a different game, but it always works well. So I don't see why they wouldn't return for our next event.
Absolutely, they've been so supportive along the way. if I'm honest. Obviously Gozo's World's here. Tony from Nintendo Nottingham. They've been so supportive along the way, and they're such great people to have around as well, because they got such high energy. I think Nintendo fans have such high energy compared to us like Sega fans. But yeah, no, like I said, it's a very high likely. Obviously, a lot still needs to be confirmed, but we believe that will happen. And I think, to be fair, if they do, I think Mario Kart is a fixture, really. If it isn't, maybe it's Smash Brothers, something like that.
Because the Mario Kart Championships will be taking place either around then, the Euro Championship. So it just would work if people want to brush up their skills and their times for the big championships that may take place in other events. And by all means, use this as a platform to get those fast laps in. But right. Exactly. What's this here? We Sega fans are way past cool. None of us are high energy stuff.
Amen to that, my friend.
Right. So what do we got next then on the agenda? So this is where we open. I mean, we're not going to be doing a huge stream here on this, but it's nice that you're all here with us, because we would have thought that no one's going to be here. It's nice to have the whole community.
We literally thought no one was going to turn up.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be a 5-minute thing. That's why I was only going to say the date, but we're going to go through what we have here. So this is where we open up to you guys in the chat. So I saw Gozo's World wants Sore Thumbs back again. So that conversation has already been had. And we can't announce any traders properly just yet, but let's just look at Alex's face, what the answer might be. But let us know in the chat what traders you want there. So were there any traders at the December event that you really liked that weren't part of the July event? Were there ones at July that you wouldn't rather have again? Just let us know in the comments, or even at the back of this video, once this video appears on YouTube afterwards, to put it in the comments as well, because this will appear on the site. So it's your platform to tell us what you liked and what you didn't. So if there is a real trader that you've seen at other events that you think they would fit our event, then let us know. I don't think we've got many tables left, to be honest.
No, I mean, technically, we've all but sold out of tables. Technically, I think there is a couple free, but really not many. Like, we're talking less than 5 or something like that. 5 tables out of 40 odd or 50 odd or whatever it is. But obviously, life happens, and maybe someone drops out for a certain reason, whatever. But just if there are some traders you want there, Fun Stock would be interesting. Just Geek, who knows? I mean, I think we reached out to Fun Stock at one point, but bearing in mind that was our first event we had ever done. And obviously with new events, people don't really take risks, if that makes sense. So
we've got the Dreamcast team back again. I mean, Alex, do you want me to give a little announcement, or should we save that?
Oh, I don't know, mate. That's cool.
We'll save that one.
I feel like we're
even though
away too much.
Even though we're both smiling.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Doorway to Darkness. We've had conversations. So
yes.
Our calendars didn't align for July. Mobile Games Exchange, without a doubt, we'll be having conversations with them. They liked where they were situated. They had free range to have that whole entire wall, and there's no plans to have them anywhere else if they do wish to return.
Absolutely.
Sore Thumbs, once again, we had them there for July. They were happy with how it went. I don't see them not returning. Rollercore didn't come back for us in July, and we've not heard from him. So but if he reaches out to us, we can see if there's space. But it was good to have him there for December.
Absolutely.
Sega Mags,
actually, because obviously I'd never met him before that.
Sega Mags, he was in the chat earlier. I've not seen him since for a little while, but I'm sure there will be space if he wishes to have a table. And Nerd Base, so I visited Nerd Base. I think they do have a couple of other places around the UK, but that would be quite interesting. So that's a good one. What's this? So I'll send you a list of the 7 traders I'd love to meet in person. Fantastic.
Yeah, do it.
Cool. That's cool then. So, but like I say, this video will appear on the site. It's going to appear on the YouTube channel. If you're watching this back and you thought, okay, there's a trader I really would like, whether it be gaming, whether it be merchandise, t-shirts, confectionery, anything that you would like at an expo and would think would do well, then yeah, drop us a comment and let us know.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
Oh,
who would you want to see on the panel? That is interesting, actually.
So the panel was already stacked up, isn't it, Alex? You've kind of got that sorted.
Oh, yes.
So this is kind of another question to the chat of who you would like in the gaming world. So maybe not like streamers, live streamers and personalities and all those great stuff. They're great. They're amazing. We love them. But it's kind of like from the gaming history, who would you like to hear from? So just, last year we had the person that made Theme Park and Theme Hospital and all those great stuff. And over the years, we've had Rare, like Diddy Kong Racing, Donkey Kong. So who growing up or more recently would you like to hear a conversation about that game of yours, or that game of theirs that's one of your favorites? So, you could have games like Heavy Rain, the people that made that, Indigo Prophecy and all those sort of great stuff. So just if there's a developer, publisher, or anyone that you would want to hear from, even a voiceover actor, then just let us know. Alex, who would you love to have at an event? If you was planning an event, just say in July of next year, who would you love to have there and hear the stories from?
To have there? I mean, to be fair, I'd actually agree with Dan's comment, and to be fair, goes as well to comment in regards to voice actors. Anyone from the original Tomb Raider core absolutely. Anyone from the original Tomb Raider core team, that would be great, right? But the voice of Lara Croft herself. What's that?
Not saying nothing yet.
Hey, steady. Here we go. He's giving stuff away as well already. I think that would be great. I would absolutely agree. Trying to think, really,
because they always celebrate Tomb Raider Day in Derby, don't they? So,
hey, who knows?
Hey.
Here we go.
Hey.
Keep your lips sealed, my friend. Apart from that, I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, well, obviously, most people would know that I was when I first started gaming, it was an Amstrad, and the biggest games I would play on the Amstrad, Dizzy games. Who wouldn't want to see something like the Oliver Twins? I mean, I know they go to a lot of events, but I would love to meet them personally. And maybe get some things signed and stuff, because that's the thing we also offer at these events, but a lot of events don't. Is most of them, everyone we've had so far, if we have a little queue at the end at the end of each panel, everyone can go up and just start chatting to them, and then just get things signed for nothing. There's no extra to any of this. And
sorry, Alex. That's one thing, Alex, I'd like to ask the audience, because do you like that? Do you like having I know it sounds like an odd question, but like most of the other events don't give you that opportunity to have items and merchandise signed. I mean, all the videos I saw of the previous events, you see people just buying the games off the traders just to get that item signed by that person. So is that something that you wish to continue, or do you want us to just usher the guests out of there once they finish their talk? I mean, that's opened up to the public there. But Alex, how do you feel about that? It's something different to all the other events.
I think it's good that we allow that, because, like I said, a lot of the times people will even charge for it. And at the end of the day, people are going there to see these talks. They want to see the people that they have grown up playing their games, or whatever it is. It's it just makes sense. But and I would do the same. If I get someone I want there, then I would absolutely be like, "What, can you sign this, please?" And they'd be like, "Of course I can." So I think it'd be great. Cool. It's something that we like, and the thing for us, it's like we said, it's always our events are about the community. We love, and that's the reason our prices are so damn low for tickets, because we want it to be affordable still for people, because we understand a lot of people, they don't have the type of money that they did maybe a couple years ago or whatever because of certain situations. So, you know, it just makes sense. Let's not change the price. Let's keep it what it was. And let's just enjoy gaming together, right? The amount of communities that just came together just to see friends, they used it as a meeting point, was good. And it's just seeing people like smiling and having a really good time, and that's what makes it for us.
Exactly. That's why we do it.
That it's exactly that.
I mean, we like the fact that we're bringing gamers together. They might not be gamers anymore. They might have been gamers in the past, or they might just be bringing their family to experience them for the first time. Or, like you say, Alex, a place where they feel comfortable and meet up. The ticket prices aren't, extortionate. There are events out there that charge loads to just walk around in queues all day. We don't want to do that. We cap the capacity so it's comfortable for everyone to walk around and enjoy the day. When we had Antstream there, that was a big deal. We had Antstream Arcade the day before or day after the Xbox launch that they did, which is going from strength to strength. So, and we said to them how to space their tables to make it comfortable for people to play. So a lot of thought goes into it, and how we make it comfortable for you guys, the public, to enjoy the day and not be worried about being too close to people. Because we know a lot of the time gamers are either shy or reserved and just want to have their own space. So we give enough space for people to enjoy the day. But
exactly.
We do it for you guys. We are gamers. We like to go to events. We've said this all along. We take the parts of the events that we like, that you guys will like, and just put them together. So
exactly. And that's that is what brings a smile to our face.
But it's good to see that everyone's liking the rare side. I don't know if we're getting rare back again just yet. I mean, they celebrated the 25th anniversary of Banjo-Kazooie at EGX last weekend. We've had rare at both of our events. So, that's not saying that we won't ever get them back again, because they may talk about different parts of Rare's history and different games, not just focused on those ones. So we're not saying never say never. It's a case of we've got to let other developers and other companies and publishers get a chance to tell their story about their games. So
couldn't agree more. Absolutely.
So what's these comments here quickly? Just take those off there because people know the dates by now. You should do, so it should be in your calendars. Okay.
Championships.
So we had the Street Fighter one, which was kind of like a retro gaming championship. We had Mario Kart. I know it's 8 Deluxe. We also had Retro Game Revival. They did a little indie game challenge as well. And I mean, that's a good idea. OLL do their challenges, their sign-ups to sign up for those. I don't know how that's going to work for us, because we're not at that massive stage where it's a huge warehouse sort of thing, like a showground. But if Nintendo Nottingham or whoever wants to run another tournament, or whoever that we bring there, like the Dreamcast guys at the first one and stuff like that. So
absolutely, who knows?
Who knows? So I
was going to say regarding championships, it's or tournaments. I think it's something we'd like to do, but we've got to remember this venue isn't. How do I put it? It's a good size venue for what we can achieve at the moment, but we want this event to continue, right? And by not going too big too soon, it's the best way for us, right? And it's the best way for everyone to continue enjoying the events with us. It's a lot of money putting on events, and it's it is what it is. But we're not saying no to tournaments. I can imagine there will be tournaments to some degree. Which ones there'll be, who knows? But we've had tournaments at both events so far, so it makes sense. There's likely going to be tournaments again. It's just we can't announce all of them yet, and things like that. So absolutely, I think it will be a part, but we just can't announce it yet.
Yeah, exactly. And who knows? It might be we might not have Street Fighter there this time. We might have Street Fighter there. It's just what the audience want. So it's kind of like how I've said before, you guys help us shape these events. So we want as much input from you as we can have, because it's, if you want to see a Pac-Man tournament, a Donkey Kong tournament, even older retro, you want to see Space Invaders, so it's just, you let us know what will work. And if the community are there that want to run them, then by all means, but at the last event, the screen was a little bit of an issue, but we've already sorted out something for this coming year, haven't we, Alex?
We've already started. Because there was little things that didn't quite work out, like the projector and things like that, and all of that. Can keep it low key and casual tournament wise. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that the great ending to the last event though was the Mario Kart tournament. So many people got involved in that and got into it. Nintendo fans, they are fanatics, and that is great. It's great to see.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're pretty much wrapped up, aren't we, Alex? It's been, you guys have been with us nearly for 50 minutes now in the chat, so we do appreciate it staying with us. If you do have any questions, you've got us on the socials. If you haven't, then follow us on all the socials. This YouTube platform was where the announcements will be. So yes, we promoted it across TikTok and Twitter, or X, what it's called now, Facebook, Instagram, but the videos will go here first. So you guys will get to see them first and have your say in how to shape these events. But Alex, it's been nice to see you again.
Oh, thanks, mate.
We're doing this again.
Yeah, I know. But it's because we go to events, like we said anyway, and we just felt like we wanted to do something in our own image, if that makes sense, to the type of things we enjoy. And like I said, it's seeing the smiles on people's faces. It's just getting everyone together for a good time.
People say that we shouldn't really be the face of this event, because many events don't see the people in charge of it.
Yeah, you don't see organisers a lot of the time at all.
But we're different in that way. I'll be at the door greeting everybody because that went down well. Everyone liked that, and you'll be in the main hall areas, helping making sure. Yeah, so that's just how we work. I'm happy to stay at the door and give everyone a welcome and just wish them well on the day. So if that's going to continue, and so we'll be the faces of this event.
Absolutely, we're not going to be hidden away in the back anywhere or anything like that. It is a lot to do events throughout the running of the events on the day. But if we're going to try and make it easier for ourselves as well. Like you said, we're going to have an MC for the stage, and things like that. So, we're going to be shattered, but it's going to be really, really good. And I can't wait. One more question: is there going to be early bird again? Well, technically, there wasn't the first time around, if I'm right in saying that.
There was a limited number, wasn't there? There was that 40.
Oh, sorry.
50 tickets that we did.
When I say early bird, I meant early entry. Sorry, that's what I thought goes as well meant. Will there be early bird again? Are we allowed to say?
Well, it worked well last time, so I don't see why not. That's going to be the answer for everything. It worked well last time. I don't see why not.
Yes, but regarding tickets, we haven't 100% given a deadline on the actual when they're getting on sale. But as you can imagine, we've got a long way to go yet until July. Weekend of Carnage and Knots, woo, absolutely. We appreciate all. Oh, thank you. No, appreciate it. Absolutely. So maybe there will be a couple different types of tickets coming as well. So let's
save it for another announcement.
Let's save it for another
one, and we've got nearly another year odd to go. Like someone said there, 9 months to go now. We can't give everything away. It was only supposed to be the date was announced. Now we've announced the likelihood of traders. The floor plan's looking good, So, but it's going to be good, and we hope you once again like it. If you're attending this for the first time, let us know how it went. If you're going to share it on socials, do so. We like to see it on the social media. But Alex, I think we're pretty much done now.
I'm excited already.
That's it. Well, get in touch with us on the socials. If you are watching this back, or if you've just got any questions that you didn't think of, just reach out to us.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we found that most people like to chat on Facebook.
Yeah.
It is weird because Facebook seems to be the thing that everyone's like, oh, yes, Facebook's for like old people. Like so many people have said that. everyone likes to contact us on Facebook. That is so. It is just how it is.
Yeah.
We don't care. Get us anywhere. We're, like you said, we're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're obviously on YouTube where we are right now. Yeah, we are everywhere. We're not on Threads yet. That's one thing we're not on. So maybe
I'm on Threads. I'm on Threads.
Are you? Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe we will be at some point soon, right?
Yeah, social guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Socials, here he is.
Cool. Well,
yeah.
thank you, everybody. I'm going to say thanks. It's been great. Alex, it's lovely to see you again. It's great to catch up you at EGX. And we'll see you at, well, we've obviously got to do a nice little trailer video at some point, haven't we? So we'll see each other again soon.
Yes, I hope everyone likes our weird little trailers.
Because everyone likes our trailers, we hope. But, right. Let me just finish off these comments in here. So thank you very much for taking the time. What's this here? Honestly, can't wait. 9 months to go. Looking forward to it. Meeting up with everybody. Yeah, great. Really good here. Got people saying goodbye. So goodbye and hello. What we've got here. Sorry, you can't say that again.
Oh, it's about Facebook.
Okay.
People in Facebook.
Looking forward to get that tram again. Beautiful. Well, we'll see you hopefully all in July. So have a good Christmas, everybody.
Hey, this is the thing. Obviously, we like to trickle info out there. So it's likely, we may have another stream before Christmas. Who knows? Make sure to subscribe on this channel if you don't already. Please do that, because when anything drops, you'll see it. Yes, we spread it everywhere anyway, so you can see. But do make Hunter Not, how you doing? Hopefully he'll be there next time. He missed the last one and the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do that, and we'll drip feed you some bits and pieces.
Yeah, just keep an eye on the socials.
Yeah. Right. Thank you very much,
Alex.
everyone.
Chat. See you later, everybody. Nice to see you.
And see you again soon.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.